3-1 Eastern. Looking good, feeling good. Life is good.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We were having, hopefully it's not still happening, but we were having a little bit of mic issues. K-Money had to leave because he's getting ready for the match. You know, we trying to do a little pre-game and post-game interview, but right now it seems like the technology wasn't being our friends. But hey, we're back and we're here for some Rocket League tonight. You know, it is me and Max today commentating for you guys, Rocket League. Who are we playing today, Max?
We're playing Buffalo.
Buffalo, who K-Money says stands at third place according to our standings. And, I mean, K-Money is claiming, you know, they're not that hard of a team to beat. And the guys have beat them before, so they feel pretty confident going into this third match, you know? It's going to be interesting to see. I mean, we just played the two best teams on the league, and both of them went undefeated before facing us, and they left after facing us still undefeated. So that kind of gives you an idea of the level of game those other two teams have, you know. But today should be, I mean, the guys seem confident. They seem chill. I mean, you saw them right now. We were all playing, and nothing really, no worries for tonight's games. At least that's what the guys are implying, you know.
Yeah, so they're ready to play. As K-Money said, he wants to fraud check Buffalo, so hopefully that's what happens.
Hopefully. I mean, he said he was going to hit a clip, and that's the reason he's trying to play today, to get a clip. So we'll go straight into our match once it's ready to go. We are just moments away from just seeing what Buffalo versus EMU will be like tonight. We played Akron last time, and was it Ball State the day before that?
Yep, it was.
Yeah, the two top teams, the two top contenders on the league so far, and unfortunately we did come to a loss, but things weren't as bad as, you know, they could have been. Here we're looking at the standings. Ball State going 8-0, Akron going 6-0, Buffalo 5-1, Central Michigan 5-2, us at 4-3. Northern Illinois 3-4, Bowling Green 2-5, Kent State 2-5. Ohio University, Western Michigan, and Miami University so far are not going to make playoffs. But that's the current standings, and despite our losses, two of them were to the two undefeated teams, and then the third one, I think, was it Illinois?
Nah, it was Central.
It was Central. Okay. But hey, it's not a bad record, and 4-3 is, I mean, I know we can keep winning, you know? So,
on to the schedule. So obviously today we have Buffalo. Next week for Rocket League we have Western Michigan at 7 p.m. on October 22nd, and that same day we also have Northern Illinois, and we have some to be decided activities.
To be decided activities. I do know that both Overwatch and Rocket League are potentially having games next week, but again, they're trying to manage with the other teams, trying to figure out what times work best for both teams. And so we have yet to put those there, but do be ready because we will have more streams next week.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, let's take a look at our roster real quick. So K Money, the man with the energy, the man with the vibes, coming in and always giving us some sort of interview. Averaging points of 380 per game and about almost close to 4 shots a game. Then in the middle, we have Kachow, the speed demon that we have in the team. You know, he's the guy with the most mechanics and kind of like the all-around pretty good player. Averaging 396 points a match and getting close to 3.2 average shots per game. Last but not least, the man Wells. Wells with 380 points a match, averaging at least, and close to 3 goals a match as well. Wells has been our third man, our anchor, the man who's kind of keeping us together on the defensive side, always getting the 50s, it seems like. And so all 3 guys really, really great competitors, and you know, you never know what we can expect from either one of them. Yeah,
I mean, any one of them, I feel like can just have their day and just pop off and kind of take the team on their back, and it just depends on whose day it is, you know?
No, 100%. You know, sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. But that is our team, and I mean, I'm pretty excited to see what's going on. I'm pretty sure we did beat Buffalo once already, so I know they're not worried about losing this game. And I mean, going off of our last 2 losses, we went against Akron and Ball State, the 2 best teams, and despite them having them being like the much tougher competitors we faced so far, the guys at the end of the day felt pretty happy with the performance. Yes, it sucks to lose, and nobody likes losing. However, when you're going up against undefeated teams, it is they're undefeated for a reason, you know. And I think that really elevated the guys' energy, because they were having to switch attitudes, they were having to switch gameplays just to try and challenge and stand a chance against these much faster aerial players that we faced. How did you feel, Max? Like our games have gone? Do you feel like the guys are going to be able to improve a lot more off of those 2 games, or do you think it's going to kind of settle in their head?
I mean, yeah, this adjusting to the speed of, you know, the other 2 teams, Akron and Ball State. It's like it's much different from who they've played so far this year.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I think it's going to be kind of a switch up for this game. It's going to, obviously, I don't think the speed's going to be quite as fast as it was.
No, 100%. Either way, I'm just excited to see the guys go. And I feel like I could hear the game loading in the background, so I'm pretty sure we'll go into this game pretty soon. I mean, we heard some screams from K-Money himself, you know, erupting around the building. It's the energy's there. The boys are ready, and here we go, straight into kickoff for match number 1 of the night. K-Money starting off strong, chasing this ball, putting it in Buffalo's corner, but Buffalo already breaking free.
A little bit of miss there from both teams. Came on into the Buffalo corner now.
And it seems now like the ball is on EMU's net, just hitting above the net, getting cleared by Eastern.
Kachow here trying to clear it away. Wells able to finish the job off.
Seems like all teams are playing uppies right now with the ball. Ball not touching the ground and still staying in front of net right there as K-Money tried to, you know, take a shot. It just did not work.
Yeah, Kachow there was ready for the pass. I'm getting bumped. Wasn't able to get the goal there.
Right now, this looks like chaos. It looks like everybody's just ball chasing. We don't see no sort of rhythm. Everybody's just throwing bodies at the ball and hoping for the best. It's the sort of messy Rocket League with that double commit by Buffalo and a great save right there by K-Money. Followed up by Wells, I believe. Kachow finally being able to get it clear.
Into the corner for Buffalo here.
Seems like Eastern is starting to put some sort of pressure. Buffalo being able to break away, and this ball's going to be dangerously close, and it goes in indeed. It seems like Buff Bick has placed the first goal of the night against Eastern Michigan. But it is game 1, and we are still barely getting started with tonight's match.
Ton of time left here, so
plenty of time. We're looking at 3 minutes and 40 seconds. We have a full game ahead of us. And this ball is going to go up. And great save right there by Buffalo. I wasn't able to see exactly who saved it. But you saw as he took the ball and just put it over the net rather than inside of the net. Seems like Buffalo is now going on the offensive. We see the man who just scored the goal get demoed. Great 50 right there. Wells now taking the ball, gets 50'd in the air. Kachow hitting that ball back up. Kachow getting a 50 in the air again.
21 here trying to clear this ball away into the corner of Eastern. Opportunity there for Buffalo. Not going to go out quite how they wanted it to end.
Buffalo's kind of just bouncing this ball at EMU's corner. At least personally, I couldn't see a clear path for goal. And here we see Wells as he tries to take this ball, setting it on top of the net of Buffalo, making it a dangerous position and kind of keeping it open for his teammates to help. A pass right there by K Money. Now Wells taking a second shot. Kachow again on the ball. Kachow is the man who again, he's in the air. He's on the walls. He's ready to catch all of those difficult balls to try and set something up for his teammates.
21 here with a chance for Buffalo. Trying to go for the double tap. Unable to get it. Eastern has some time in the corner.
Now it seems like Buffalo is the one adding the pressure. And indeed, the ball goes in again. Buffbick setting a second goal.
A little bit of miscommunication there. I think it was Kachow bumped into Wells and unlucky there for Eastern.
Yeah, no. But I mean, right now it's just the way the game goes. 2 minutes left on the clock, and we are off into a third kickoff. K Money going off the ceiling, but not hitting the ball. Kachow following up himself, getting an open net right there, just dunking on Buffalo, making the first goal for Eastern.
K-Money looking to trying to get those team spirits up, as he always is. Kachow with a nice little easy goal there. Make it 1-2 here with 2 minutes left.
Great start so far. And I mean, it's just barely getting started. Tonight is a best-of-5 series, so first team to get 3 games would take the entire series. Now, Kachow trying to play above 21. 21 not falling for it and being able to take the ball. Tries to get that ground pinch. Now, Buffbick is taking the ball. Doesn't quite work. Now, Eastern on a counteroffensive as Kachow tries to set a middle ball. Just nobody's really quite there to grab it. It's a little bit too full of speed. And that ground pinch by 21. Close, but Eastern is still alive.
Chow trying to clear it away, goes straight into 21 again. Low boost here for Eastern. Wells able to clear this one away now. Chow with some boost.
Great 50 by Wells. And Wells getting that save just barely. Kachow removing that ball from the line, keeping Eastern alive. Buffalo is still winning by 1 goal. And they're doing their best to put that ball on net. And there it is as 21 takes it, air dribbles, and puts it right on the top left corner, making it close to impossible for Eastern to save it.
A good little flip reset there. Just kind of hold on to it for a little bit. Angles his card just right to get the bottom corner.
And we are off into the 4th kickoff. Eastern has a little less than a minute to score 2 goals. Is technically doable, but 21 is making it hard for them. And it seems like the teams are out here fighting at Eastern's corner. Eastern finally trying to break away, but Wells gets 50'd by Kron. And it's just again, the pressure by Buffalo so far has gotten to Eastern. Eastern finally making some sort of breakaway, but Buffalo is just going to receive this ball and play with it like it's nothing. 10 seconds left on the match. Buffalo is on the lead by 2 goals. Going in for a 4th goal, but they don't quite get it as ball touches ground. Score for our first match tonight is 3-1. Buffalo taking the first round. I mean, so far, Max, so how do you think this game has gone?
I mean, I don't know. It was tough to say. I didn't really like the rhythm I think Eastern had. They never really settled on what they wanted to do and kind of figure everything out. But again, like we kind of do tend to lose those first games against kind of any team we play. So second game is usually the telltale of how the rest of the series is going to go.
Very much true. I mean, so far it seems like both teams, they weren't really organized. You know, usually you see some sort of pattern, you see some sort of passes, but from what I can tell from Buffalo is the players who can take the ball, you just take it and go with it, and everybody's just there waiting to see what happens.
Into game 2 here, Buffalo's going to win this kickoff. Have an early opportunity, Wells denying that chance.
Chrono taking a shot, and Chrono gets that shot in. He had a pretty good angle. He put in the perfect amount of power, and it went straight to that top of the net. EMU was there, but that was a strong shot or a difficult shot to save. Either way, we are going in with the first 20 seconds. Buffalo scoring the first goal of their second match. Seems like Eastern is now on the offensive, trying to add some pressure onto Buffalo. Ball is getting passed down the middle, but K-Money isn't able to quite finish what he wanted to do. Kachow coming in, adding a little bit of pressure, but Chrono breaking away from that pressure, gets met by K-Money. Kachow on the ball, tries to get that double tap. Great defense by Buffalo, but now K-Money trying to keep up the pressure Eastern is currently putting on Buffalo. Ball is in front of net, but it's not quite there. K-Money taking another shot, just a little bit too high.
Chance here for Buffalo into the Eastern corner. Chrono's and grab that boost. Get 50 by Kachow. Kachow wins this 50. Centers it for Wells.
Ooh, close call right there by Kachow, but K-Money is now on the ball. Tries to get it past one defender. Doesn't get it, but Kachow coming in with the follow-up, with the support, making this game 1-1.
Kachow just staying there on the ball, gets a 50 and just puts it right under both Buffalo defenders there.
We are now going into kickoff number 3. Seems like this kickoff is going to go in Buffalo's favor just a little bit. Great 50 right there in the air. Ball is dangerously close on Eastern side of the net, but so far, there it is, 21 with the goal. What a pass right there by Buffalo, getting a team play in. Making the new score 2-1. Not a bad goal, honestly. The pass was perfect, and it gave him his teammate a great chance at just putting that on net.
3 minutes, 31 seconds left here in game 2. Buffalo currently leading by 1.
K-Money, Kachow, both on the ball. It seems like K-Money got demoed. Kachow chasing, gets the demo there. 21 taking it up the wall. A dangerous aerial player, as we've seen so far in this match. Gets a pass towards middle, and it works as Chrono finishes. This is now a 3-1 game by Buffalo. Buffalo coming in and showing up, showing that they're not here to play games tonight. They're here to win.
They've been showing. They've been playing well so far.
We are going into the 5th kickoff, and we see as 21 gets demoed there, followed by Wells being demoed.
Lingering ball here in the middle for Buffalo. Gonna have a double tap chance from
What
Big
a
Buff.
shot by Big Buff. Chrono finishing up what Big Buff started. I mean, Big Buff had the right idea. He hit that double tap. It was right on target. It's just great save by Eastern, but the pressure was on there. Big Buff basically, or Chrono being on the position, right position to pick up that ball and easily put it on net.
Wells up early for that one. K-Money with a shot, just going to be barely off.
Almost gets that double tap from the back using his wheel, but it doesn't quite work. Eastern trying everything to put on a ball on net. Wells, Kachow, K-Money all taking a shot, but the ball is still to going in. Ball just barely hitting that crossbar. Ball is up in the air. Again, Eastern is trying to add that pressure. Eastern sticking to the pressure, but Buffalo staying strong, finally being able to break away. Now 21 with the ball, gets a pass towards middle. This ball, it seems like it's going to be dangerous for Buffalo, but Chrono is there to defend.
Into the corner here for Eastern. K-Money trying to clear this one away. Kind of get bumped there by 21. Still in the corner. Eastern
Great
low on
shot
boost.
by Big Buff Big. That was a pretty good, crazy shot. I mean, I saw him coming in. He saw the ball. It was just going back up in that corner. Usually how it happens in any of the corners. And he positioned himself, picked up the ball from the air, put it on target, and it works. 5-1 with just below 2 minutes left on this clock. Buffalo again on the offensive, going in for a shot. Great block right there by K-Money. Now Kachow making a breakaway. Wells following up with the aerial 50, but doesn't quite get it. K-Money being the third man, almost getting an open net, but gets blocked by Buffalo. Ball again in front of net, but Eastern isn't able to solidify the goal.
Chrono with a chance here for Buffalo. Going to go straight over K-Money, but he's going to barely get the save there. Chow now clearing it forward.
21 trying to redirect this ball, staying defensively. And it seems like Buffalo is still in it. Buffalo putting up great defense and great counterattacks. Seems like Wells gets demoed in the pitch. Kachow tried to play it past 3 defenders and was almost successful.
Chow now going up against Chrono, gets beat just by a little bit. Wells forced to save that one.
And it seems like this game is going... I feel like in general it feels a lot more chaotic than other games we've had. We have multiple players just getting in the way of each other, trying to get to the ball. It feels more like a Sunday League match than a Rocket League match.
Wells now clearing that one away. Chow with some boost off the sidewall, passing to Wells. Gonna get denied by Big Buff.
Gets demoed there in the air.
Pinched in from Buff Big and Chrono. From the corner of Eastern. Looks like no one was ready for that one on Eastern. Just no one back. No one had boost. Got demoed.
Yeah, no one was there. No one had boost. And it seems like some people had gotten demoed too. We are going 6-1 with 8 seconds left. And it seems like Buffalo's going to take the second match.
K-Money sending it forward. Wells going to get a little consolation goal there.
Getting that goal as the clock literally hits 0. Making the final score 2-6. Here we see Kachow is standing up, trying to get everybody to, stand up, kind of, hey, stand up, stretch, start jumping. They feel like they're a little bit dead. I mean, they look a little bit slow compared to other matches we've had.
Wells getting some jumping jacks in. Just need to get the blood flowing.
Get the blood flowing. Get it pumping. Hey, look, push-ups now, and a pretty good form. Not gonna lie, that's and he's still going up, down, up, and hey, I didn't even count how many he did. He's going and going. Hey, shout out to Wells, shout out to the push-ups. That's actually kind of impressive. I'm not gonna lie.
I think he maybe got around 20 there in a row.
No,
so.
he probably just hit 20 like nothing. But hey, the guys, they feel themselves off. I feel like they're slower in general. Like we can compare to the other games we've seen them. So something's probably not adding up to them. Maybe I don't know. Maybe the team they're playing is kind of throwing them off because again, it doesn't seem like they've been able to adapt to just the other team. The other team. So far, it seems like we're seeing a Sunday League game. Everybody's chasing the ball. One body goes up and 2 of them come down somehow. Yeah. So. It is a very chaotic match so far from we've seen compared to other matches in which, chaos always endures, but you see some sort of game plan or strategy or plays trying to be implemented. And here, you kind of just see them take the ball and take a shot or take the ball and it makes it so difficult because you have to concentrate on stopping 21, who has been most of our biggest problems, or if not, Big Buff, who somehow just gets really good positioning and is able to do crazy amount of damage just throwing shots on net, on target. All in all, Buffalo has done a pretty good job this series. And I mean, the guys, they're as you can see, they were like, work out, stand up, get some pump, like get the blood flowing. They're not feeling themselves right now. It's not looking like themselves right now. So something's in the air, I guess.
Yeah,
Either
just
way,
trying to clear their mind. I mean, they have not looked in the game at all so far. They've looked super slow, out of position. Always, none of them have boost ever. So it's been tough for them.
It's been a little bit tough, but hey, we are going into game 3 now, if I'm not wrong, and this will be game point. If Buffalo takes this third match, Buffalo will win the series for the night, and EMU would go home with another loss.
Yep, can't be having that happen.
No, no, no. And here we go, kickoff as the countdown starts.
Game 3 here in the best of 5 series. Chrono gonna have an early chance for Buffalo. K-Money trying to get up there early and denying that chance.
Seems like 21 is able to read this. Great shot right there by Buffalo. It's not quite enough. Now we see as Wells takes off. Pretty great shot right there, but a good save by Chrono.
Wells off the sidewall here. He's got some boost. Kind of fake there. Plays on the bottom. With the pass.
Gets
awkward.
the pass. It's that awkward position right there for Buffalo. But EMU wasn't able to use it to their advantage. They were closed. And the pressure is still on. EMU Eastern hasn't backed off. Trying to keep Buffalo, you know, playing back without boost. See if it works. Great 50 by Kachao right there. Ball in front of net as it's been for this first half of the match.
Pass there from Kachao to K-Money. Kind of just clamped up there by the Buffalo defense. Wells here with the shot. Super slow though.
Carno getting an easy save. 21 picking it up, taking it in the air like it's nothing. Gets a double tap. And lucky enough for Eastern, it does not go in.
Corona here full boost off the ceiling. Not too much there.
Kachao try to jump, try to stop. K-Money also trying to follow up. But it seems like these aerial plays, again, these aerial players are dominating the scene so far.
K-Money up early, denying that chance. Shot on net there. 21 forced to save it.
21 trying to take it away, gets a redirect, passes it middle, but Eastern is there to meet.
K-Money low boost in the corner, trying to find Kachao in the middle. Said it's going to go to Wells, who's got full boost and catches the ball on top of his car. Passing to the middle now.
Wells gets a great pass, but Buffalo is there to defend. K-Money trying to follow up, but again, Buffalo stopping. Buffalo starting to, we're starting to see the rotation takes effect. On a counterattack now. Ball is going down the middle. Will Buffalo or Eastern come out on top?
Chrono here with a low boost. Wells forcing himself onto the ball.
Buffalo doing their best to break free, and it seems like it's going to work. Chrono try to get a pass down center. 21 with the shot off the backboard, but K-Money is there to redirect. Chrono now on the ball. Seems like
Wells just barely missing there. K-Money forcing it forward. Now gets a good clear. Going to chase after this one.
tried to read it, but Buffalo is there. Buffalo getting a crazy shot right above target. Eastern still defending. Eastern, great shot right there by Chrono. Just coming in out of nowhere on our screen to hit that ball and place it straight on the right target.
It's going to make it 1-0 for Buffalo. We got 2 minutes left, though, in game number 3.
Game number 3 has been looking pretty close. 1-0 as Buffalo takes the lead. Eastern is going to do their best to do this reverse sweep. So far, they need to score a goal to tie things up. Wells popping it up, but 21 is taking it in the air like it's nothing. Showing some aerial skills himself.
Chrono now passing it to Buff.
Great
pinch
by Chrono and Buff. And hey, that play right there was great by Buffalo. 3 shots going on net and all 3 of them being saved by Eastern. The momentum quickly shifts as Buffalo gets their first goal. Now they're the ones putting on the pressure.
Chow setting up K-Money. K-Money doesn't have enough boots to get up there, though. Kachao keeping it in Buffalo territory, just trying to find something.
Seems like Eastern is doing their best, but Chrono is just defending.
Kachao with the chance here. Shot. He blocked by Buff. Wells trying to recycle this ball into the middle.
Great 50 by Kachao, keeping the ball still on Buffalo's corner.
Can one of your full boost sends it forward. Gonna be denied by Buff.
Seems like Wells is going to pick that up. Gets a pass towards middle. But again, Buffalo's defense, their rotation has been on point, and Kachao with the shot, barely missing, hitting the top woodwork of the goal.
Down the last 20 seconds. 21 has a chance here. Gonna miss that one. One final chance here for Eastern into the corner of Buffalo.
Just below, just around the 10-second mark. And both teams are fighting Nell and Tooth, and it seems like here they're gonna break away, just barely missing that goal. Buffalo almost being able to finish that off, but they just set the ball on the ground to finish Game 3, barely winning the 1-0, getting the clean sweep series. And we see as the guys are a little bit frustrated after that loss. This is a game they came in very confident being able to win, but sadly, it just didn't work in their favor tonight.
Yeah, I don't know. Something just seemed a little off today.
Yeah, no, something definitely seemed off from the boys. I mean, they were pretty okay before this match. They were calm. Nothing really to suggest something was being off. But sometimes you just start playing and your plays don't work out. Some days you pop off. Other days you just, for whatever reason, things don't work out. Today, I think the guys seemed a little bit slower and probably confused. It seems like aerial players have been our biggest weakness so far, and today we had both 21 and Chrono being pretty decisive when it comes to their aerial play and aerial domination. I mean, and I think we saw it. We definitely paid costly because of it. Other than that, I mean, Buffalo put up a great match. They had defense on point. Their players were on the walls. They were ready, and so despite the constant pressure by Eastern, it couldn't push through tonight.
Yeah, it was a tough fought match for them. I mean, obviously, you think something was a little off today. Probably the mental just weren't really in it.
Maybe not. No, yeah, and I mean, they also just came off of two difficult matches with Akron and Ball State. Putting a little bit constraint, sometimes making you feel a little bit overworked. And here we have K-Money walking in. So K-Money, how can you explain tonight's performance?
There's nothing worse than that. That is the worst Rocket League we have ever played, all three of us.
And what do you think was the factor there?
I have no idea. I couldn't tell you. I'm not really happy about it. This is probably harder than the Central loss for me, and I think for everybody else. I'm going to be as blunt as I can. Buffalo is not a good team.
Okay.
I know it looks bad because we just lost 3-0 to them, but genuinely, if you know anything about Rocket League, you know that team is just fundamentally not a good team. They are constantly diving, overcommitting, and we just could not find the hole for some reason.
No, we were talking about that. It looked like a chaos game. It looked like everybody was chasing ball, and I feel like them chasing a ball kind of just made you guys chase ball, and you started playing that messy game in which they ended up excelling at.
Yeah, it was. We were more focused on rotations than anything, and we shouldn't have been, especially with a team that plays like that. The difference between this and the Central game was Central. I mean, this was a bad day too for us, but Central is just genuinely a good team fundamentally. They just know what they're doing most of the time. I mean, obviously we've beat them before. I mean, there's really not an excuse for today. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. There just isn't. This is the realest I've think I've ever been right now, about this stuff, and this is it is on every single one of us. Me, Kachao, and Wells, all three of us. It just was not a good game. All three.
It happens.
Yeah, it does happen.
So let's take a look at the schedule.
We do have a few games coming up. Starting, today we had Buffalo. It seems like October 22nd, we have Western Michigan for Rocket League. And then on that same day, we're also going to play Northern Illinois. How are you feeling about Western and Northern Illinois?
Maybe I shouldn't say things. Because apparently we're losing to teams that we should be 3-0-ing. I don't even know what to say at this point. And I use a good team, Western. I guess I'll say it's a good team. But it's hard. I haven't taken a loss this hard in like a really long time. And this isn't just regular season. Like it is like immensely disappointing to lose to this team. So like it is just not something that should have happened. So it's something we can get back in playoffs probably. Is there a way we can look at the standings? The standings.
Yeah, we could definitely take a look at
Let's
the
take a
standings.
look at the standings, the updated standings. So we are well, not updated quite yet, but we have the same record as NIU now. We are actually ours is still a little better because we'll be 4-4.
Should be 4-4. Yeah.
Yeah. At this point, I mean, we literally have to lose to, it looks like, Western to not be a playoff lock. So I think it's safe to assume that we should still be making playoffs. But I guess we can't assume anything.
Yeah, you never know. It's just anything can happen in Rocket League and in general, you know?
But yeah, like I said, the performance tonight is definitely something we need to look at. It could be maybe an overworked thing. I don't know.
I mean you guys just faced the top two contenders back to back, and that wasn't easy. I feel like that definitely kind of drove y'all.
A massive change in pace, 100%. I mean, it just kind of goes to show that these standings don't really mean anything. Sorry to ESC if you guys ever tune in to the school streams, but these standings don't mean anything. They just don't. Because I mean, Buffalo, truly, we are the number 3 team in this league. Like I don't know. I'm a very unbiased person. I'm not just saying this because I'm confident. Like, we are the 3rd best team in this league. It's just a fact. Just by our chemistry, by the way we play. But it's just like, when we have a day like this, it looks like we are a team that belongs almost at the bottom of the playoff cut. So it's very disappointing. I don't even know what else to say.
I mean, all we can hope for you is the best of luck to you and the guys. Hopefully next games you guys are able to do a lot better and able to, you know, keep up the better spirits, keep up the good energy, man. You know? Yeah,
it was a little hard today. This is probably, like I said, this is the first time where, I mean, even a loss got to me. Like I insta left everything. Like I never do that. I think it's just, I don't know, man. I haven't lost like this in a long time.
Yeah. But
it happens.
I mean, it happens. And again, you don't let it get to you. You have been the man with the energy. Talk with the guys. Try to, you know, keep it up. Keep it together, you know. Maybe take a break from Rocket League after these really intense games. And come right back. Come back fresh, bro.
This is
you
the
know?
best idea I've ever heard. Well, we got another match tomorrow. It's just not being streamed. Sorry, guys. But it's right back at it again tomorrow. But after that, I'm probably going to be done until next week.
Probably.
Sorry to say that. Sorry, I know it probably sounds bad, but I need a little break. This has been a lot. So,
hey, thank you for being here. Thank you everybody back home for watching on stream. Shout out to everybody who's supporting us. Make sure you guys are following us on Instagram, on Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, whatever you find EMU Esports at. Give us a follow, give us some support. We do appreciate the love, and we'll be able to keep doing streams for you guys like we are doing today.
Shout out to the Val team.
The Val team's, hey, yeah.
Sounds like they're doing good right now.
They seem to always be doing pretty good.
They got a doubleheader tonight,
and we'll.
Oh, okay, so they just won 13-1 on their first map. It sounds like maybe their first map. I don't actually know what map they're on, but I'm assuming it's the first map, and they just won 13-1. That's how good our Val team is, and that's probably how we should have treated Buffalo tonight, but we didn't. So I'm gonna go.
Yeah,
all right, I guess we can send it off.
Yeah, we'll send it off together, right, Max?
Yeah.
You know, thank you guys for watching again, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.